Recorded live in Austin, Texas, USA, it's the William Montgomery Show. Starring William Montgomery and the devious Casey Rocket. With the Tony Chin Orchestra. The William Montgomery Jr. Dancers. As always, William is joined by the lovely Erica. I'm Casey Rocket. And now here he is. The Big Red Machine, the Memphis Strangler, William Montgomery.
Yahoo. He had it all figured out, my man.
He had it all figured out, and then he had to get involved in the Gaza war talk, and he shouldn't have done that. We get it. He's a Jewish rabbi, but it's like Matisyahu stick with the reggae, man.
Yeah, we don't pick sides. We're just in it for the beatboxing.
Yes. Stop picking sides. And there is this freaking white reggae dude who sings, somehow he showed up on my Instagram, and I click on it, and it's about, he's just a mess. He's a big old mess. I can't even think of the guy's name right now. Neither here nor there. Is that what Matisyahu looks like?
That's him, yeah.
He is a stunner.
He looks like the Flash, the guy who's in the Flash. We need to talk about Kevin. What is that guy's name?
He does. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller, who, by the way, isn't he getting in trouble? Wasn't he like touching people in Hawaii or something?
He started a cult.
Where was that in fucking Hawaii?
It was in first it was in like Rhode Island, and then they took their powers to Oahu.
And
the
just
indigenous girl, the young indigenous girls.
To the Big Island. What was that, Grant?
Wasn't there like a kidnapping or something weird?
Something like that. Well, if your kid gets kidnapped by the Flash, good luck.
Yeah. That's like the worst person to get fucking captured.
Grant, clip that.
Yeah.
I just woke up.
Yeah, how are you doing this?
Spot on.
Well, 5.5 hours of sleep, Casey. Wait, hold on. Look at those bad boys. They are juiced up today. You're telling me you were doing push-ups earlier? And you got that? How do you get them to move like that?
I woke up in the lotus position. I woke up planking.
Yeah, what is a lotus? It's literally like a plank where you're on kind of like your elbow or... Yeah.
And I went, oh, shit, what happened last night? I'm so freaking sore.
And then you get like your T-shirt off the lamp.
Yeah. Ooh. I could use a glass of chocolate milk.
Casey, if you are making chocolate milk, dude, how are you doing it? Is it out of a carton already made? Are you getting like 2% or whatever kind of milk and like Ovaltine or something?
You know, if this was a world, let's say it's a world where I'm making chocolate milk, right?
Okay.
And with this body, I'm not. But if I was, I would do 2% milk.
Okay.
And then a little bit of squirt of that
Hershey's.
That Hershey's syrup.
Yeah, just the classic Hershey syrup.
There was one with like a rabbit on it.
Nesquik.
He was good. That also was the syrup and the powder.
I like the powder.
You had me at powder.
Oh yeah, you get a bunch of that powder. You put it on some freaking vanilla ice cream.
Oh, wow. You've done stuff like that?
Woo! I grew up, Casey, man. There's
That's
certain
not good.
things that I believe you'd be proud of. If you could look back at my life with like a camera and see what old William was doing. And one of those things would be when I discovered I think I was making a glass of chocolate milk and there was a bowl of ice cream. I was also drinking ice cream or eating the ice cream, and I was doing the powder, and then some of the powder got on the ice cream.
It's like an invention?
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, is this going to taste really good? And then I ate it, and then it's like the light bulb goes off.
Huh?
Yeah. Wait, this can get on ice cream?
Taste hack unlocked?
Yeah.
Dude, what a taste hack.
You drink chocolate milk with your ice cream?
Yeah. I mean, I can't now because my stomach, dude. It's like I do one day, don't do the next. It's
I know.
like, fuck.
Raisin Bran.
I know. You gotta look at that. That looks like one. That's Casey. That's what it looks like if you get the powder on vanilla ice cream.
That's something else.
Yeah, it looks kind of like dirt. It's not that appealing, but it's pretty good.
You know what I had in La Veglern? I had a root beer float.
Was it
Dang.
wonderful?
So tasty.
Oh, I love that.
It was so good, and everybody around me said, "Boy, where'd you get that?"
Oh, you were walking around with it?
Yeah, it's kind of showing it off. Sorry, my little secret. So cool.
That is brave of you, Casey, to do that on the Vageland Strip, dude. I mean,
was
because
on
some of those.
Fremont.
Seriously?
Yeah, man, I'm walking around like a freaking king without a crown. You know I got to get down.
Damn. Could you imagine walking down Fremont with Modest Yahoo on, just fucking walking to meet up with your buddies? Yeah. What was that? Modest Yahoo doing that, or like a buddy he had? Because it's just that one song.
He was the beatbox guy, right? Or else it wouldn't be very impressive if like it was his buddy.
I agree. I mean, I think it has to be Modest Yahoo.
I would pray to all that Modest Yahoo holds holy that it is him.
We pray to Yahweh. It's gotta be. I can't get over the fact that he looks just like, what's the Flash? I can't.
I know.
The Ezra guy.
Looking like Ezra Miller.
God, that's crazy. And we need to talk about Kevin, where you fucking, it shows, what's his name? Dr. Steve Brule in the
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly in the backyard with the freaking arrow in his back.
No, Ezra went off on that one.
Yes. Bow and arrow, silent.
Bye.
Yeah, nobody can. People are just seeing bodies drop, and then it's like, what was that movie, Erica, where somebody got hit by the arrow, and it's very startling?
Oh my God.
10 Things I Hate About You.
No, it was some weird new movie that we watched. You've probably seen it.
Did we like it?
It's like The Mentor, but it's not The Mentor. It was with
The Cult?
Yeah, the guy with the
Opus?
cult, the Opus.
Oh, I didn't see it yet.
It's
We liked
nutty.
it.
With John Malkovich.
Yes.
Yeah,
His
he's
music reminds me of
Jeff Richards. It sounds like Jeff Richards.
Ditto
music.
Kiddo.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous pop music, and he's real popular. Yeah, he's starting a cult too.
I would love something like that. And you know what? I just watched with John C. Reilly, Hard 8, the first movie from Paul Thomas Anderson, starring a young John C. Reilly, maybe in his first role. I mean, he knocked this thing out of the park.
You
It's a
loved
good
it?
one.
It was awesome. PTA doesn't miss, except with licorice pizza. He did miss with that.
What? And I never saw it, but I always saw it. What a dumbass name. What are they eating? Fuck. I don't even really
Yeah.
like licorice. Where you even fucking
No, I can't. I honestly can't stand the stuff. Well,
red licorice.
except Twizzlers.
I know.
I love Twizzlers.
And you got it, Twizzler. Casey, that'd be fun eating some Twizzlers with, that's like almost a Twizzler red on the glasses.
It is Twizzler red, also known as beige.
Yo.
What do you think, Grant? What do you think about that, brada?
That's legit.
Thanks, dude.
Brada.
Brada.
Grant, how are you doing today? This is an especially, and for those that don't know, this is a 2 hours earlier than normal
Yeah.
episode today.
We're up early.
We're up super early today. Grant, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I get up at 6:30 every morning,
Okay.
so it's not a
Yeah,
problem for me.
Brag much.
Yeah.
Let's see your alarm clock.
Every morning, even on the weekends?
Not on the weekends.
On the weekends, what do you sleep till 6:45?
I get I'll probably get up around like 7:30.
Well, you got a whole family to deal with. There's probably all kinds of stuff. You can probably got to get the flapjacks going on a Saturday. I mean, you got to get the ball rolling quickly. Am I right?
Yeah, got to make the breakfast.
Fire the
for
pans
babies.
up. Sometimes you just leave the ovens on all night just so the pans can already be preheated.
Mm-hmm.
And just don't accidentally touch the pan when you wake up.
Oh, fruck.
Yeah.
Fruck.
Yeah, it's loud as shit. You might accidentally throw it. Frock.
Fruck.
God, there was some poor piece of shit. Casey, this would have been another time you'd have looked back at my life and you'd been like, oh my gosh, look at what William's doing. There was this class, Casey, called IPS, Introduction to Physical Science. And we had to work with the Bunsen burners every now and again. And we would get test tubes on those days. And we would put it over the flame for 10 minutes. And then there was a buddy named Oliver or a guy named Oliver in our class. And we'd be like, hey, Oliver, come here. and we'd be like holding it with tongs, and we'd be like, "Hey, grab this for us," and he would grab it,
No.
and it would burn the shit
You're lying.
out of his hand, and he would always break them. I mean, he'd slam them on the ground immediately. It was kind of hilarious.
And you guys would all laugh.
Oh yeah, we'd all laugh at his fucking ass, and he'd just be like, have to pay for the fucking thing. His hand is burning.
You know what I did once is in science they have those emergency showers.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I walked back there when we had a substitute and I fucking yanked on that bastard.
You're kidding.
Dude, it soaked my ass. It pours like 50 gallons a second. So it was like, woof, like just a waterfall of water.
Oh my
I
God.
went everywhere and I went, sorry, I thought it was the sink.
You're kidding.
I'm like, no, I'm not. And he was so mad. He was,
Yeah.
why are you
Yeah.
young whippersnapper?
Yeah.
I was like, do something, you old bag of nails.
Yeah, I'm wet as shit. Try to catch me right now.
I'll freaking
dumbass.
wreck your ass.
Yeah.
What grade was that?
I'll break you to pieces.
Yeah.
That was probably junior year of high school.
That's hilarious, Casey. Were
Yeah.
people laughing? Did people see it?
People saw it, but I think it was a class where I didn't have very many friends in it. So maybe like one dude. I don't even think I said like, should I do it? I was like, check it out.
Yeah.
Just one of those people. I was truly like, me and the Joker probably would have been best friends.
Yeah, because that's a wild move, Casey, because we had one at our school, and I never even heard a story, honestly, about it ever going off.
Some
It probably
people-
could have happened, but I never heard about
I want to watch the world burn, and then I want to put the fire out myself.
it. Yeah. I thought it was the sink, sir.
Sorry, sir. I thought it was a sink.
That's hilarious.
this not the vending machine?
Yeah, sorry, sir. I needed a Coke out of it. Wait, they wouldn't ask for that over there.
No, probably not. If I was like Mr. Deeds,
Yeah.
instead of having a water fountain full of Hawaiian Punch, I'd just have a shower full of Mr. Pibb.
Damn.
Is that a bit, Grant? Should I write that down?
I think it has.
Because Mr. Pibb is fun. Yeah.
Mr. Pibb's a funny word.
It is.
Wait, I have to. I'm just going to write down my dad founded Mr. Pibb.
That's a good one. You should. Because people generally think, then they're like, hold on, not Dr. Pepper, but Mr. Pibb. Because it's like doesn't it taste like Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Which also tastes like what you drank in Vagelin,
Oh, yeah, root beer.
root beer.
Because William don't like either.
Unfortunately,
Really?
I wish I could,
No, he's a
Casey. I
hater.
swear. Well, I'm not a hater. I don't go out of my way to announce to everybody that I
Too many
don't really
flavors
like
for
it.
ya? Oh, you wish it probably had 16 or 17 flavors, not 23 flavors.
23 is too much.
Oh, wow, it's like 10 too much.
Yeah, trust me. I wish. I love the commercials during college
Yeah.
football season. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Let me try 16. I'll try 16 of the flavors, Casey, but 23 is too much.
Well, they don't make that.
Yeah, no shit, they don't make that. So that's why I got to drink fucking Pepsi and shit.
We like Pepsi.
Yeah, I love some Pepsi.
We don't even drink soda, actually. We don't.
Well, every now and again, I was feeling real crazy
Nice.
the other night and drank 2 of the little cans.
Nice.
Dude.
It's equal to 1 can.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had like
It's equal to 1 regular size can.
like a can of Coke, and it was, man, that shit hurts, especially for chugging it. It hurts
Why are you
my
chugging
throat.
it? You don't need to chug it. That's your problem, man. And that's my problem, too.
It was
it's
my
all
problem.
excess.
Do you like soda?
It's all excess. I don't drink it too much because it makes me fat really quickly.
The soda
The
pops?
soda?
Yeah. If I drink like 1 soda every day for 3 days, I could see it. I'll be like, dude, I'm fat as shit.
Well, they have a bunch of
Interesting.
calories in them.
Yeah. What's the sugar? I mean, obviously, it's the sugar and the
It's sugar.
calories. When you drink them, it just sticks on your big ass.
Yeah, so be careful. If you got one of them big asses and you're like, what is going on? Why is my ass so big? Start with what you're drinking. Drink water.
If we go out, like if I'm just at the comedy club, I won't drink soda. But if we go to the bar after, I'll have a couple sips of a Coke.
That's your order?
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. Get done with your set, whatever.
Yeah,
You're
man.
unwinding.
Sugar water.
Yeah, I
Sugar
used
water.
to boof. I used to boof. I used to be somebody. I used to shoot crank, man. I'm out here taking a couple sips of a Coke.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
like,
shoot speed, dude.
yeah, it's like, what happened? It's like, what happened?
It's different.
People change,
I'm
dude,
built
and it's
different.
okay.
That is okay. You know what I like? I'm like very childlike. I'll take a bite of a sandwich and I'll go, yum. I know you do the same thing.
William
love
totally
to.
does.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is really good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then every bite, I'll let everyone around me know every bite until the sandwich is gone. I'll go, this is good.
I love this. What is this?
What
How'd
is
they
this, ham
make
and
this?
cheese?
Yeah. What is there? Spice on there or something? Why does it taste a little different? What is this?
And then I'll go, I wish I brought a little Tony Sasseries with me.
I know. Yeah. Oof.
My friends will go, you would bring that to a restaurant? I'll go, no, I obviously didn't, but I
Mhm.
wish I did.
Yeah, I wish I did, dumbass. So whatever.
I have to tell you the funniest thing that happened yesterday.
What happened?
And this is the thing. Well, fuck, I spoiled it. Grant, beep that out.
Okay.
Please, Grant.
Okay, so me and Michael Fractor, my
Yeah.
friend, he came over because we're going to move to Chicago together. And we're standing outside and we're sitting across from each other. And Michael goes, oh, he kind of waves. And I go, who did you wave at? And he goes, this guy's waving me over. And I turn around and William, the oldest man, is walking with this. He's dragging this trash bag. He's got to be at least in his 80s, probably in his 90s.
Okay.
He's so old. He's just like skin and bones. And I start laughing so hard. And I go, Michael, there is no way he is waving you over. Like, he looked so ridiculous, this old man.
Yeah.
And Michael goes, dude, I swear to God, he waved me over. And I'm just like laughing, like not laughing in his face, but I'm like it's just, he looks so funny.
Yeah.
And the old man walks up and he's dragging the trash bag. And I go, what's up, dude? And he goes, y'all want some beans? What? What do you mean, do I want some beans?
Yeah.
And he went, I got a lot of them. And then he walked away.
Oh, weird.
And I was screaming laughing. I was like running around in circles, like laughing.
Was he really calling over Michael?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe he just wanted to give Michael some beans, but he saw that I was there, and I guess he was like, all right, I ain't got enough to share.
Yeah. I just got a bag full of them. I wonder if his bag. I wonder if
I
that's
know.
what's in his bag.
Did you get
it
to
was
look
just
inside?
loose beans.
Or he
No.
walked immediately
I was
away?
laughing too hard to see the situation progress any further than if it got any funnier, I think I would have died.
Yeah.
And so we let his bitch ass go, and we're laughing.
Let him go.
I let
They
him go.
could have held. I mean, it sounds like if he's some old
Oh, yeah,
dude,
we
it would
could've
be
grabbed him.
hard to
We could have grabbed
get him's ass somewhere quick.
We could have grabbed him, and let me tell you, they would have thrown us a fucking parade. Old man like that, bag of beans. You have every right to grab that man and say, "What are you?"
Did he look like a transient kind of
Yes,
person?
he looked like a hobo. It was like
Okay.
something that would only happen when you're on LSD. You know what I mean? Like when you're tripping, like shit. Like you'll go to a grocery store and just the weirdest thing will happen to you.
Yeah.
It was like a sober LSD experience.
Which is wonderful. I love that.
Yeah, I was crying laughing. Okay, so cut to an hour later, I walk outside. There's like 4 ambulances outside the apartment that he walked out of.
Uh-oh.
I think he freaking died.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't see anything.
So it was at your building or just right around
It was
there?
like down the way.
Okay,
Where he came from?
But it was from the general direction he came from. Do the math. He's 95 years old. He's got a bag of beans. He was probably doing a last hurrah.
Well, I hope you see him
Casey,
later.
well, be careful, dude.
I know. It could have been a ghost.
Well, if he died, I've heard stories of the last people a dead
no.
person talks to, they can haunt the person. And y'all were probably the
attached.
last 2 people.
There is a good chance that investigators are hoping to talk to us because we were the last people to see the Bean Man alive.
So if you're watching this and you're like a ghost kind of person or whatever,
Yeah.
y'all are hearing this. I mean, that really is
I'm
crazy.
open
He's
to
going to be
talking.
looking for you. He needs to give you those beans.
He needs to complete his
Task.
his journey. And then he can go to heaven or
Give me. Then he can go to
Then he
heaven.
goes to heaven.
Because now he's in Purgatus.
Yes.
Well, I hope he can find you again.
Hopefully, I'll just make myself available
And would you accept
Yeah.
the beans?
spiritually. If the beans were the thing keeping him locked in this mortal coil.
You could accept them from, but don't eat them.
Oh, yes, that's a given.
Eat the
That's
bean.
a given. Trust me, I would not.
Damn.
That would be bad news. Bean ghost. So cool, Grant. Way to
Oh
go.
my gosh. Yeah.
Smart, dude. Grant just back there Googling bean ghost. So sad.
That's sweet, Grant.
Doing his job. That's what he's doing.
Literally Googled bean ghost.
No shit, dude.
Thank you, Grant. Yeah. It's a bean ghost. It's very rudimentary, but you could just, I don't know, you could probably like glue them onto that sheet of paper and then it'd be a fun thing you could hang
It's
up.
beginners.
Oh my gosh, because you're talking about like old people dying or whatever. My mother's currently she does estate sales, and the current one she's doing, the husband died, and then 2 days later, the wife is outside and it's snowing. It's snowing and she falls down and they find her ass 4 days later and she froze to death.
Oh no.
And the dog was still with her ass.
Did the dog die too?
I think the dog was still alive.
That's nice.
I know, it's crazy. So I told my mom, get me some knickknacks, get me something, because that could be a ghosty kind of place.
Yeah. Damn. That is a hard pill to swallow, getting frozen like that.
Ugh, that's what happened to fucking Gene Hackman, isn't it? Or something like that. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, Gene Hackman went into an ice bath, and he just got too cold.
That's bad, because I think you're only supposed to be in those fucking things like 3 minutes
3
tops.
minutes max. And he was just not thinking, and he fell asleep, and he went to heaven, and he died.
And the wife died too.
Yeah, she got in there with him.
God, I bet they were warm there for a little bit. Their body heat probably radiating off of one another, but then it just got too cold.
Yeah, paradoxical undressing is what they call it. You get really, really cold, and then a lot of people who die of hypothermia are found without their clothes on.
Weird.
Because your body starts tricking itself, and it's going, I don't know what's happening. My synapses are all misfiring.
It's a nightmare.
I'm going to take my pants off and show my dick one last time.
But it's really cold, so I'm going to put my pants on really quick after.
I'm going to put a sock over it because, again, my penis is very small right now.
Yeah,
so
it's
cold.
like negative something outside. Yeah, no, when I was doing the snowmaking stuff and my hand got wet, I wanted to take my glove off at one point because my hand got so cold. Casey, I didn't have feeling in my middle finger for like 3 months after that.
Whoa.
It was like a nightmare. That was the one night I cried when I was doing that job.
Did you cry? It was so
Dude,
cold?
I cried. I'm at one of the fucking things. It was an especially cold night out there, and they had these tower guns, they called them, which was this thing that would mix the water and the air, and there's a big chunk of ice, and I fucking knocked it off with something, and this giant chunk of ice falls on my ass, and that hurt. And then I'm thinking, oh, this sucks. And then my fucking hand got wet up at one of the things that I'm messing with, and then I just fucking walked down and ended up laying in a bathroom for like 30 minutes. Feel like I'm going to
crying
die.
because you were so cold?
Because I was desperate, Casey. I was desperate. My hand was freezing cold. I got hit by the chunk of ice. I'm like trekking down the side of this dumbass place where people ski, feeling like I'm on Everest, but it's like some ski resort. But it's nighttime.
Desperate for what? Warmth?
Desperate, feeling like I'm gonna die. I have to keep on moving forward. I'm gonna fucking die out here, and they're gonna find me. Somebody's gonna find me like really soon in the morning because it's a ski resort. People are around. It's not like some desolate mountain.
Yeah, was there no one around you?
No, not at the time. I had coworkers around, but we would all be in different areas. It was bad, and I made it and just laid on the ground and just tried to relax. And I think some people that were like eating dinner that night like saw me, and I'm just like, sorry, I have to lay down for a second.
Like you were laying down outside?
In a bathroom. I ended up making it down to a bathroom, just to an area of the ski resort, and I just went in the bathroom and put water on my hands for a little bit. It killed me. Even just cold water killed my hands, and then I just laid down.
And you said, I'm so sorry. I'm just so effing cold.
Yes, I am so fucking cold. So step around me and go pee or whatever, because I'm not getting up right.
I spent a lot of times when I was in my youth, when I was in my party years, we would just pretend to our parents we were at each other's houses, and then we would just go like spend the night like in the woods or like in an abandoned baseball field and just party or whatever.
That's fun.
And so I spent like several nights, probably a couple weeks total, sleeping in like public bathrooms. And
Really?
you just lock the door behind you and just try to pray for warmth.
Oh my gosh, were we all just partying in that general area?
Yeah, we would just get like a handle of like tea, like McCormick's or like Taka Like, just get a handle
I
of loose
love it.
vodka and maybe pray to God someone finds a Coca-Cola and just get as drunk as you can, as quick as you can, and then just try not to lose each other.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you're like really young, like 14. Yeah. Just get super drunk and just like sleep in a field.
Just look for everybody the next day and if nobody's missing.
Yeah, just pray to God you have all the boys together.
Yeah, because that's going to be a weird story to have to tell the parents. Y'all are going to have to come up with another
I know.
story about where y'all were and fuck. And somebody's probably slipping up. So maybe. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, you got to keep your circle tight. And instances like that, especially when it's cold outside and you're trying to sleep in the bathroom of like a dugout,
Yep.
like sleep on like a little league dugout.
Yeah, and it's cold. You could
Gotta
die,
keep your
dude.
boys close. I know.
People die of hypothermia for less. And by the way, Casey, it's so interesting you said the thing about keeping your circle tight because Grant, don't you kind of almost famously messed up with your circle, right?
You let somebody a little too close too soon, didn't you?
Yeah, you like really messed up there for a little, right?
A little bit, yeah.
What happened? Just inviting too many people into the circle.
Yeah, and then you lose one.
Yeah.
Oh God, you lost a friend.
Lost them. They're out of the circle now.
But
So they're still with us, but just out of the circle.
they're fine. It's,
What happened? Y'all just didn't get along ultimately or
just
something?
grew
they
apart.
violated the rules.
And what are those again?
There's a lot of rules. I mean, I think they had a couple of different missteps. Ultimately, truancy.
They were tardy.
Yeah.
Tardy to the friend group.
They're retarded? No, tardy.
Grant.
Retardee. Yeah, they weren't showing up on time.
I remember Chef Boyardee.
And Grant, I remember y'all's song.
Do you? Can you recite it
What
for
was
me?
it? It was
Yeah.
Come join us for a circle of friends. There's always room for one more. A circle that never ends. All you gotta do is open up the door.
And
They used to
show
sing that.
up
Yeah.
on time.
And if you don't show up, you're good as dead.
Yeah. And that's what their boy did. He's showing up tardy to fucking stuff.
Too many times.
Wow. So you had to boot his bitch ass, huh?
I mean, punctuality is a core rule.
Would you let him onto
circle.
your podcast if he was like, if he called you up today or whatever? He's like, let me on as a guest. Would you
Yeah.
let him on?
To the crawlers.
What? Oh, that one?
What do you mean that one? How many more do you have going right now?
I have a couple, but yeah, that one is my main podcast right now.
Grant, would you still let me do this podcast if I look like this?
I might let you do it more if you can maintain that.
Will you zoom in? Will you zoom in on me?
I don't want to.
Come on, man. Take a
Let me-
peek.
Let me get in on that.
Do I look like Giga Chad?
You're
Giga
looking-
Chad, and also Casey, I swear to God, you know what I'm reminded of right now is the Rizzler when he's doing his face. I swear, that's like a really good. How are you even? Hold on, I'm looking at that. How are you doing that?
I look kind of good.
Oh, you look real good.
I look kind of like David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, on Baywatch, like early '90s Baywatch.
I think it's stuck.
You're kidding, Casey. Wait, your smile? Wait, your mouth?
Yeah. I think the mouth's stuck.
Reach over there, William. Help him out.
No. Wait, Casey, you're okay, dude. Hold on. It's not stuck like that. Oh.
Oh, thank God. Holy shit. I look a little handsome. Grant, I got a haircut yesterday.
It looks nice.
It's looking very good. I know you told us you were going to get a haircut. Where'd you end up going?
I went to this lovely little boutique.
Oh.
They call it one of the top 5 hidden gems of Austin.
Oh, and it's a barber shop or haircut place?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That would that fit into your little bubble, Grant? Would that fit into your little freaking round hole in a square peg? Forget it.
As long as you show up on time.
Thanks, man. It was called Barbershop 808, I think. And it was lovely. And the woman took a picture of me after my haircut. She said, your hair looks so good. I want to put this on Instagram. And she put it on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She said, your hair is awesome, dude. Are you in a band?
Oh my gosh, what do you say?
I said, no, I'm an entertainer.
Okay.
I like to say sometimes entertainer.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Then, like, maybe their mind runs wild and they think, okay, what kind? And I don't tell.
That's what I would be thinking. I'd be thinking, you got to tell me. I'd be thinking, wait, what? Hold
Yeah.
on. There's all different, because there's different kinds of entertainers.
Well, it would kind of connotate that I'm, like, maybe an erotic dancer. Like, that's what I like to think that they think. Like, because why would I say entertainer, right?
Yeah, because you would almost think, but exotic dancer, you might not. Oh my gosh, it was so funny on Monday. I was with Red Band, and I guess it was and somebody else, and Uncle Laser's ass, and like his girlfriend or somebody who I guess does porn, or that's what Red Band was saying. And then it was so funny. Red Band said something about me. He's like, yeah, he used to do porn. And then it was so funny. Red Band and I lied to this girl for 20 minutes about my name is a Memphis Strangler because I used to strangle these people. And then she was asking me questions about like what percentages I'm getting from the different websites. And it was the funniest thing. And then it was fucking Nick. He threw me under the bus and he says, he doesn't do that.
Oh my!
It's like, you piece of shit. I had her ass going, dude.
Yeah, you were ready to reel in the line.
Yeah,
watch the fish squirm.
Yes, dude. And it was real close. And it was real close. And then it's like, somebody always got to come in and fuck it up like that.
Can't you just let the boys play? Let the big dogs eat. And if you're not willing to eat a little puppy chow, stay out of the kennel.
Yes, stay out of the kennel. Get out of the yard. Stay out of my face.
Because you know what comes next, and you're not going to like it.
You're going to be on the ground in 2. Time it.
There's going to be 2 hits. Me hitting you, and me hitting you again.
And then you're and then you're hitting the ground. Set your watch. It'll be 2 seconds. Press start and then press stop when you hit the ground. It'll be about 2 seconds, dumbass. So quit messing with us, the big dogs in here.
There's going to be 6 hits. Me hitting your sternum, you drop into your knee, that's the second hit. Me hitting your ribs, that's the third hit. You standing back up, you bump your head on the ceiling because we're in an RV. Me kicking your shins out from under your legs. You don't fall. I hit you in the sternum again. It hurts my hand. That's the 5th hit. Then you finally dying.
God. Wait, so that was more than 5 hits, wasn't it?
I think I announced that it would be 6.
Okay, 6. Was it that more? Is this the same one as the guy's hitting his head?
So the head, it depends on if you want to count the head.
Oh, fair enough.
Because that's not exactly me whipping that ass, but it's you getting hurt nonetheless.
Oh, for sure. And you're frazzled. So that's why you should know not to get up so quickly in a freaking RV because you are going to bump your head.
It is low-lying ceilings and we're in the front part, so we're really close to like the window.
But the guy's like, I got to get out of here. I'm sure he's squirming like, I got to get the fuck out of here. He's coming after me.
He's wailing on me, and I don't see this stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, so get me out of here. But then you bump the head, and then it's like, oh, fuck. Hold on, did he hit me or that I bumped my head? Yeah. And then it's game over.
Oh, did he hit me right in the top of the crest of my head?
Yeah, was that a wasp? What was that? Ow.
I think I've told this story before, but my mom used to date this guy named Bobby Ray, and he was a cow herder, and we were at a Little League game one time for his son named Stetson, and this fan was talking shit, and Bobby said, hey, yo, come over here. He was super country, and the guy walked up, and Bobby went, and he bopped his ears.
Damn.
Yeah, like really hard. Bang. And the guy was like, huh? It like disoriented his dumbass.
Yeah, does it give you like inner ear problems or something?
Oh, I
probably messes your equilibrium up.
I know. What a fighting technique. Well, he said, like, I remember asking him like why he did that, and he said, "Well, it stuns him. Stuns him. You gotta learn to fight, boy. I can teach you a couple things."
Was he nice?
He was super nice, but he had a really bad drinking problem.
Oh, did he?
It didn't make him violent, but he was just had a horrific drinking problem. We would go to Beef O'Brady's every night, and he would have like 30 Coors Lights. He was the coolest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That seems like an expensive way to be doing it at a restaurant.
He was a showman. He liked to entertain. So he would get wasted and he would sing karaoke. We'd go to karaoke every night and he would sing "She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy." Do you know that song?
Who sings that? What does it sound like?
I don't know. It goes, "She thinks my tractor's sexy. She likes to ride along." I don't know who the fuck sings it.
But that's what he was singing.
Oh, yeah, he'd sing it. Every night we would do this.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney. Rest in peace.
We love you, Kenny. We wish you could have had more.
Yes, but we know you're in heaven.
We know that you're better off.
You're doing so much better now.
I'm just writing something down.
What, the thing about hitting the ears? That seems like a good way to stun somebody because my mom gets the, what's it called where your inner ears messed up? Vertigo. And she can't even get out of the bed.
Really?
That'd mess her up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that could really, if you get somebody with vertigo, dude, that could be, it probably immediately sets it back to vertigo season. Yeah.
Vertigo season. It's vertigo season, bitch.
It's vertigo season. I can't get out of the bed, dumbass.
Wow. Look at that, like, terrible Photoshop job for that Kenny Chesney song. That must have been one of his first songs or something.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Kenny Chesney, what, he would wear, he didn't look like a cowboy, did he?
What do you think, Grant?
Maybe a little. You want some more photos?
Yeah, please help. Please help.
There's a lot of him in a cowboy hat.
Oh, well, I was thinking of Billy Ray Cyrus then. Yeah, no, they're everywhere we go. I remember that one.
Yeah. Everywhere we go, she's talking about how I smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looked good. What do you think, GG?
Look at them arms.
Yeah, look at those arms. That looks
Look
like
familiar.
Oh.
oof.
Oh.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Box his ears.
Well, that's not the only thing I'd box.
Yeah.
I don't know what I mean by that.
You could do that to him. Just fucking take his shirt off. Just be like, okay.
All right.
No, not take your shirt. He needs it on, maybe.
I'll leave it on, I guess. I don't want him to get sunburned. It seems like he's in the Florida Keys.
Yeah, you get hot down there. I mean, that's what happened to Jimmy Buffett. Skin cancer.
The very sun he loved so much was the very sun that put him in the dark forever.
It turned on him. And I swear, Casey, I was thinking about this recently when we were at the Margaritaville down in Orlando. And I swear, I think my time is correct. When they dropped the full thing of money behind us, when we're just getting our volcano nachos or whatever, and they dropped the entire thing of money from the register behind us, I think that's when Jimmy Buffett died around that time. So it was just like a weird, is this maybe the end of the restaurant doing good or whatever? Like it was right around the time he died. It's just so weird.
What are you talking about the money? They dropped a bag of money?
Yeah,
The register drawer.
The register drawer. It's like they were switching out for their shifts and they happened to drop it right behind us.
The loudest.
It was the loudest thing. And then I'm like, what do I fucking move my chair? What do I help y'all pick up all this change? It's like everywhere.
Was it like a big Is it like a big noise?
Yes, it was horribly startling. And we had just gotten the volcano nachos. It's like trying to hang out, trying to chill down in Florida. And it's like fucking, sounds like I'm going to stop myself there, but it sounded like a loud.
What were you going to say?
I thought something was going on. I thought somebody had a gun in there.
Oh, you thought maybe it was a mass shalalo.
Mass shalalo. I was thinking maybe mass shalalo because it had been a while since whatever. And by the way, there was a very weird mass shalalo in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Casey. When I was in Virginia Beach, I did a little research when I was there, as I do a little bit.
Sure.
And there was a crazy mass or
mass shalalo.
Can you edit that, Grant? See, I'm not even kidding on that one. Can you please edit that one?
No, please, Grant. And then I want you to bleep out the beans. So bleep this out again. Well, now I can say it. Now I can say it.
I will bleep out the beans.
The original beans.
Y'all want some beans?
It's like a cartoon. It's like some Even Stevens shit. Okay, so wait. What about the mash shalalan?
It was some guy who was fed up with everybody at his work, and he got
He went postal.
And it was a bunch of people. And I wanted to go see the memorial, but apparently it wasn't open. So it's like, seriously, it's like a Saturday. It's like, what the?
You can only see it some days.
Yeah, it's like Monday through Friday or something. It's like, this is a memorial for a horrible mass shillelagh. And it's like, we need, I should be able to see it, but I couldn't.
What was it? What was the memorial, and why did it have?
It was at the building, and it was like a freaking.
Is this only open during work hours?
It had like diffusers or whatever, the things you see at like a Cracker Barrel, like with the oil diffusers, and it had a freaking like little waterfall. Yeah,
shillelagh.
Oh, there's a shillelagh. Would you hit people with those things?
A mass shillelagh.
Do you need to write that down?
You know, the mass shillelagh, as funny as it is, I think it would cause a little. It would be a little bit too much setup for a guy like me. I'm all punchline, no setup.
It would be funny. There's something funny with talking about a mass shillelagh and calling it that the whole time and never like that is fun. That's funny to me, kind of.
It is.
That's
funny.
like ridiculous.
God, there was a mass shillelagh last week, and you would not believe it.
You'd have to get a bunch of good details. It'd have to be very detailed, and you say mass shillelagh a bunch.
Is Grant? Are those Irish weapons? Like, do people use shillelaghs as weapons?
I think so, because if you look at the one right above your hand, it looks like it's like a spiked mace.
Ooh, that one's got a you can swing that around.
You can twing that swing.
I couldn't get my head was in Jamaican time. Jamaican time. Wait,
We're on island time, bitch.
Yeah. Island time. Wait, is time a weird word to say? How do you say that one? Try that
How
one.
do you say time?
Island time. Wait. Yeah, that was maybe a little better.
Island time.
Yeah, that seemed island time. Wait. Island time.
Oh
Wait.
my God, that's sounding Asian.
Yeah, I'm off. Fuck. I'm getting off today. This is not good.
You're getting off right now.
Ugh. Island time.
Great, you're getting off on this.
Yeah, does that sound
I'm very
Asian?
much enjoying it.
Wait, there's two men fighting with shillelaghs. That I didn't even consider that a possibility. I always considered the shillelagh a one-man weapon. Like it couldn't be mutual shillelagh combat.
Only one gets to have the shillelagh.
Yeah, it's like
So it's not like a duel.
It's like you throw a shillelagh on the ground, like right in the middle. First one to get it gets to use it,
And then starts banging. Yeah, just starts banging, mashing.
I talked to this guy at Bonnaroo one time, and he had those white crusts on the side of his mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
What is that from? Just not drinking enough water?
Probably a combination of that and speed. Normally,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
people who like take too much Adderall get those crusties.
Oh, really?
It's so gross. But he was from Ireland, and he was trying to sell us ketamine, and he kept going, "Oh, brother, in Dublin, everybody's smashing. Oh, the bars, you can't go out without everybody smashing. It's a daily occurrence. Smashing."
Smashing, like fighting?
Yeah, like fighting, I guess.
Deal.
But it stuck in my head forever, him saying smashing.
That's funny. Did y'all end up getting the ketamine from
Yeah, I'm almost positive we bought ketamine. Absolutely. I think that was the first time I did ketamine, and it was at Weird Al Yankovic. I've told that story.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Erica loves Weird Al Yankovic. She's a
Love it.
giant
I
Weird
do
Al
too.
fan.
There was a guy who was like 6'8", possibly 7 foot, and I was in a K-hole, and he was singing every word to Weird Al, and it made me, if I had the capacity to cry in that moment, I would have. I was so scared. It's impossible to describe.
Were you like standing up or on the ground, sitting down, seeing the dude?
I had the fear. I was standing up, but he was so tall I couldn't see the stage, so I was watching him watch the concert because he was right in front of me, and he knew every word to every Weird Al song, even the deep cuts.
It's like he was translating it for you or something.
Yeah, and he was so big. He was like a human wall, so I was just like staring at his big ass head.
That's a worst case scenario at a concert.
I know.
Some giant person in front of you.
And everybody would laugh, and I would have no idea what they were laughing about. So I felt like I was in some like demonic sitcom watching this giant man sing Weird Al.
So when other people were laughing and stuff, would you start laughing
Yeah.
and you were just like
Trying to
watching
fit in. I would go, but I was so deep in the K-hole, like I couldn't really move my mouth. Like my bones were frozen, so I just go, ah!
Gosh, with some big ass dude in front of your fucking ass.
It was definitely worst case scenario.
But you're here, Casey. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, man. You survived that shit, dude.
Well, Weird Al, he left one survivor to tell the story, and that was me.
And then the guy.
Then the guy too.
Yeah, and well, I was gonna say, but we're not talking about it. The bean. Yeah, when you said beans at first, I'm thinking, wasn't there a guy in Even Stevens with that name?
Yes, his name was Beans, and he was so funny.
He was, and he had a fun look to him. I wonder what his ass is up to. You can't even look him up now. You gotta try Googling his ass. He's scrubbed, so that's weird. It's like that was at a government. He had started working with the government or something, because I know government ends up getting people in show business sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, they took his identity. It's like the Departed situation. They deleted him from the system.
God,
they deleted Beans from the fucking database, dude.
Look at that, man. I mean, and he was starting to do so good. He was like a data analyst or data scientist or something.
Well, he got recruited and he made that mistake. And you think the government's going to give you everything they promise when they're done with you. And believe me this, they will wipe you.
Yes. So I hope you like it down in Guantanamo Bay or one of these other places, because that's where you're probably going to live for some amount of time.
Yeah, you're going to end up in a black site like Abu Ghraib.
And think about this right now. You're not going to make it in Abu Ghraib, okay? Mm-hmm. There's no way. You got people blasting music at your ass the whole time, music you don't like, just 24/7. People are tickling you. People are doing all kind. That's what I've heard, and that would really get me, because I get so ticklish, Casey.
Okay, I'll tell you whatever you want. Stop tickling my gams.
Yeah, stop. And then I felt like a little bitch kind of, because as I said, I watched Reservoir Dogs for the first time in a long time. And I'm thinking, man, I'd squeal after they put a little feather on the bottom of my foot. This guy's getting his ear cut off. Like, dude, toughen up a little bit, William. What's going on, man? But I don't like laughing too hard. Like, I love laughing, but if it's too hard, I start feeling insane.
Well, it's hard, right? It's hard.
I know.
And I know you're tough as nails, but everyone has a weakness.
I know. Mine happens to be that. And it's like the weirdest thing. It's like embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing, dude. That's your weakness.
Are you ticklish at all?
You know, a guy like me, tragically, thankfully, I'm not. But a guy like you get tickled, you squeal like a pig.
Dude, on my feet. So you're talking about even under your neck or under your arms, you're not laughing?
Okay.
Toes?
Whoa. Look at that sexy picture.
Oof. Yeah.
I do get ticklish. I'm very ticklish.
Got him.
Yeah. Ask any of my ex-girlfriends, if we get in a tickle fight, I'm squealing. Fucking stop, for real. Stop. You're cracking my shit up.
Yeah, it's too hard. It starts hurting.
It makes me cry.
Did you ever see that documentary called Tickle?
No.
Grant, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but I'll look it up.
Pull it up. It's great. This guy, he finds this, erotic tickling league. Like competitive tickling.
What does that mean? Or why is erotic? Why is that word?
You'll have to watch it. He finds this tickling league, which seems to be definitely some sort of fetish, because it's just guys tickling each other. And then he goes down this rabbit hole, and the owner of the tickling organization is totally insane and sues him and does all this crazy stuff. It's amazing.
Weird. Oh, is this a scene or is this how they get you? They
from the
get you
documentary.
real strapped down.
It's obviously erotic. How do you get turned on by that? Tickled is what it's called. It's very good.
I got to look it up, but it might just trigger me in weird ways or something. Just watching people get tickled, because that dude's not even moving. At least with me, I'm never really tied up, so you can squirm around.
I know. Imagine that, getting tickled raw.
No, I can't. Because laughing is a good thing, but if you do it too much, it can be weird. And then it's like you don't want to laugh sometimes after that. At least for me.
Yeah, if you're anything like me, you're not going to want to get tickled raw.
This is the safest photo I think I chose.
Well, I don't think they're naked. I don't remember.
They aren't, but it's quite a thing.
It's
Wow.
a documentary. It's not a pornography.
Yeah, Grant, why are you trying to insinuate weird stuff right there?
Please, dude.
Come on, we've done it's been a fun one today.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
fun.
earliest one we've done in years.
It looks wholesome. I'm sorry. This is a good
Thank you, brother.
family-friendly film.
Thank you, brother. Island time.
Yeah, island time. Well, I'm looking at the picture a little more. At least they have it looks like sweatbands or something around under his armpits. Because again, that's a ticklish spot.
That's a ticklish hot spot.
Yeah, that's a hot spot for tickle shit.
Is that like a no zone?
Well, I think that's just his shirt, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's off limits.
See, it's like right there. Is he having a good time or is it not now?
There's no
It's hard
way.
to say.
Imagine tickling someone till they bust.
Could you imagine, Grant?
Oh, I want to.
Picture that in your mind's eye. Got it? Okay. Now
Got
keep it. Now keep that image. Got it? Now keep it.
I can't get rid of it now.
It's in your head. It's trapped up there.
I've been practicing mesmer, which
What's
is
that? Be careful, Casey. What is that?
it's the origins of hypnotism, and it has various occult beginnings. That's why we call it mesmerizing. The man who created it was named Mesmer, and a lot of people thought that he was some sort of witch or occultist. And really, he had just discovered hypnotism, and he thought it was animal magnetism, that we had certain fluids running through our bodies, like psychic fluids. And if you could capture them, you would be able to heal illnesses. And I've been basically practicing mesmer. And
How's it going? Are you able to
I've shown
mesmerize
progress, and I'm trying to hypnotize myself to forget my own traumas.
Is it a possible thing to be able to? Is that a thing?
It's hasn't been proven, but based on some of my research, I think within 6 months I'll be able to do it. Yeah.
Well, don't get stuck in the hypnotized state. Isn't that a problem? Because I thought hypnotists, like you end up doing a clock or something and then you get out of it. What if you get stuck in a hypnotized
I've
state?
been setting an alarm kind of like Inception to kind of snap me out of it. So I have a totem.
Okay, so you have something that's
Yeah.
getting you back out.
Yeah, which is just a squishmallow.
What is that? So what is a totem? You hold it?
Yeah, I hold it and then I'll squish it and then I'll remember that I'm human.
Oh, okay. If I ever did that, I could do it with my Winnie the Pooh squishmallow.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one
man.
for me.
That would be good for you. And then we all have like our own like
Squishmallow.
squishmallow.
Yeah. Grant, do you have a squishmallow? Do your daughters like squishmallows?
Do you have one that looks like an
So
owl?
many. I have so many squishmallows.
What, the big ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seahorse?
The fox. We got a couple of the fox. I think we have
Nice.
this cat that's here in the middle.
Those are great, man.
Oh, you're not kidding. You really
They're
do.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Oh, I thought you were kidding, maybe.
I thought maybe you were joking.
No, we're suddenly in my
Yeah, we thought you were
wheelhouse.
like kidding about that because we brought it up like we like it, and then you act like you did, and then it's like, is that genuine?
I know. Where do we draw the line?
It's like sometimes he's just blowing smoke up our butt or whatever.
I
And it's
know.
like I love it, but then sometimes it's like, But you do. You have it sounds like you really do.
Yeah. Big fan. They're super comfy.
So, Grant, if you could hypnotize yourself or a loved one, would you and why?
Man.
That's a good question.
Good call.
I mean, it's a little intimidating. Just kind of, as an over-controlled person like myself, I don't want to
Sure.
relinquish that.
Well, it's all about knowing who you are, right? At a really base, like, sort of spiritual level.
Have you been trying to practice on other people?
Mesmer is extraordinarily dangerous and has caused more deaths than shark attacks.
Because I was about to say you're more than welcome to practice on my ass, but that sounds dangerous. So please maybe don't actually, if it really does. Because I was about to say, oh my gosh, do me. I don't care. Practice
never
on my
mind,
ass,
never
dude.
mind.
Trust me, I would never do that on a loved one. Mesmer is more dangerous than shark attacks alone.
So you almost do it. So you do it on somebody you don't like. Maybe.
Yeah, it would strictly be for my enemies or people who have wronged me in any way.
Like who?
Like my friend Caleb.
He
You
did
get
that?
his ass.
Yeah, Caleb.
Would you tell him to like walk off the house?
Yeah,
walk
I'll
off a roof or something, or how would you get somebody?
Well, he's a carpenter, yeah, so he spends a lot of time like in high rises, and I wanted to scare him, right? I didn't want it to kill him. He was like, after all, we were friends before he wronged me.
Yeah.
And I told him basically to walk the plank, and he woke up. I snapped him out of the mesmer right as he was at the ledge of like a 20-story building. And then I had a little drone flying up there carrying a message that said, "Try it again. Maybe you won't wake up."
And I bet he's been good since then.
Has he?
Oh, he has minded his P's and Q's like
Good.
something you would not believe. He's been a very polite boy, as one might imagine.
Good. You would hope so, because that'd be a scary. I can't imagine, because I don't like heights, Casey. So if I wake up and I'm at a fucking plank on the side of a building and I see a fucking drone with a message for me, I'm like, wait, this guy means business. I got to listen to the message.
Sure. Yeah, man.
Scary.
I mean, it's a warning of a lifetime, and I won't be warning you twice.
It's Caleb, right?
Caleb.
So Caleb.
His name's Caleb Durant.
So Caleb Durant, be careful, dude. Seriously, man.
Yeah, wrong me once, I scare the shit out of you. Wrong me twice, you wake up in heaven.
Yep.
That's sweet.
That's why the Joker would basically be my best friend.
Because he sent a bunch of people to heaven.
Because the Joker loves murder and chaos.
Yeah. And indirectly, he's probably sending a lot of people to heaven.
Yeah, and so God's probably like, all right, I guess I'll let him go a little bit longer.
Yeah.
God
he's
needs more
bringing me all
angels.
these good souls up here. We need more the good souls up here.
We
There's
need
a lot
more.
are going downstairs.
A lot are going to the big guy who lives down there.
Yes.
We won't even say what.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think the new pope is going to bring forth the prophecy and he's going to be the Antichrist?
I don't know. What does he have to get? A head wound? Isn't that a thing?
There was something like that, right?
Yeah, there's like a head wound, and I'm thinking, God, well, is that Trump? Is that Mr. Donald? Because he
Oh.
got that head wound. I'm thinking, is his ass going to be the Antichrist?
Yikes. That is actually a good point. Maybe I'll use my mesmer for good.
Yeah, you could do it in some with different whatever political side you're
Yeah,
going
dude.
for, whatever. Yeah, get it to
Get
advance.
Pelosi to like pass a bill to bring back original Oxycontin.
Yeah.
So cool.
So what would you have to do? You'd have to get her on the telephone, and then once you got her on the phone and she starts hearing you talk, and then you kind of got her.
So
Or
I-
it has to be face to face.
I learned all my techniques from this Japanese horror movie called Cure. So it's like considered the forefather of the Japanese J-horror movement, like The Ring and The Grudge. It was kind of the forebearer of all that. And what you do is you ask a lot of questions. So I would say, here's how I would do it without
Okay.
doing, I'm not
yeah,
going
but don't really actually do it on my ass. But
I'm not going to do it all the way.
okay.
But what would you even want me to do? Are you talking about doing mesmer?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Which is what?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I was thinking about the mesmer thing. I think it would be. I was just curious how it even works.
Why are you asking me that? So it would be something like that where I would kind of talk in circles for a really long time until you get frustrated, and then I would go,
No.
and that would kind of that jarring noise
Mm-hmm.
of like knocking something would kind of snap you, and that would initiate the trance.
Okay.
And then I would have you look into a lighter. I would say, oh shit, you need a light for that? And you don't even have a cigarette or anything, which would confuse your brain. So I'm basically like splitting the two sides of the brain. And then you would be highly suggestible.
Okay. So that's when you can. Yeah.
Have my will.
Yeah.
I would say, I need a ride to Waffle House because I'm starving.
And then I'll be like, okay, hold on, get in the front seat.
Yeah, and then Erica would get in the back seat.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
and she would be
That's
pissed.
a
'cause
part of
she-
your mesmer. You're-
yeah, and then I have to trick Erica. So this would take like a long time because Erica would go, "What the hell? I don't want to sit in the back."
Because you got my ass then, but yeah, then you got to get her ass.
Yeah,
at
she'd
some
be like,
point.
"William, freaking snap out of it, dude! You're mesmered."
Yeah. Oh, oh God.
I wouldn't do it to a close friend.
Okay.
But Grant, Grant, when do you think we're going to end this podcast?
You guys are wrapping up in just about a minute.
And what is a minute again?
It's about 60 seconds.
Fuck.
Not that. Not the airport apple that you brought every
Shoot.
day.
It wasn't loud enough. It's not going to be tranced. Well, I'll hex your ass in due time, brother.
Which is another thing.
That's a
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
different type of mechanism.
Do you guys
Oh.
want to go to Waffle House?
Ooh.
I think it worked. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it worked.
Yeah, you could drive us.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Drive us where?
To Waffle House?
Anyways,
Well, it was so much fun today. I'm so
it was perfect. I'm so happy to see you guys. Watch that movie Cure. It's really great.
And Tickle.
okay.
And
Tickle.
Tickle.
And we gotta start with Anthony Whiplash Marginson. Watch Tickle, dude. Ashley Belfield, Assalan, Avery's Hirsute, Bomb, Beef Bin Hashin, Daniel Hunter, Danja Fox, Destiny A. Ford, Dingleberry Harry, Do All Uncles Kiss on the Lips, Dova King, Dr. P. Dugan, Eli Slugworth, Gators Godmother, Goldie Mae Star, Grant's Worst Nightmare, Hurley at WMS.LOL. I love Big Macs. I poison his Big Mac. Tricks on him. I am the Big Mac. Jenny J, Jess, Joe Kive, John Shaw, Justin Threckle, Captain Chaos, Casey's Mom, Kyle Heath, Larry, Lawyer Joe, Little Miss Becky, Nigel Nigelson, Nissan Pappy, Papa Coon, Patrick Casey, Robert Bushell, Ruby Jewel Sparkles, Shana Shinikaya from the Big Island, Satrack, Sergio Shiva, Steve Fournier, The Gaming Crooner, The Wizard, Trina K, Vanderweed, Vicious McFisty, White Magic, William and Casey the Cats, William Gearin, William Ramsey, Worm Drive Show on YouTube, Choose Your Own Adventure, Zombie, Warlock,
Damn.
and as always, Anthony Whiplash Marginson.
Anthony, we love you.
We love you, Anthony.
And Fernie.
And
Anthony.
that was a residual part of the mesmer.
Yeah.
And Fernie?
And Freddie. All right, bye everybody.
bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The William Montgomery Show. Send your questions, artwork, and manifestos to thewilliammontgomeryshow@gmail.com. Leave William a voicemail at 737-471-1098. And never miss an episode of The William Montgomery Show by subscribing to The William Montgomery Show channel on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are sold. Check out William online at william.f.montgomery1 on Instagram. For more William Montgomery, check out Kill Tony on YouTube and check him out live at the Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas every Monday night. Find more of me, Casey Rocket, at patreon.com/Casey Rocket. Follow me on Instagram at Casey Rocket. This episode of The William Montgomery Show was recorded at Record ATX Studios, right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. The William Montgomery Show is produced by William Montgomery. The anthem is sung by William Montgomery. The drums are sung by William Montgomery. The words are sung by William Montgomery. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight.